See it, you see that it's very fresh. There's someone that broke this pipe. If you see the edge of the pipe, you will see that this thing was done either yesterday, and maybe they use stone or whatever. I don't know what it will benefit from them. And they see the stone they use. And they will be the first one to go to social media and say that our governor is not working. See it, see the stone they use. See the stone they use. And this is Unity Bank by Obi Road. Obi Road, Enugu. And today is 8th of September. See, they remove the pipe. See the stone they use.
See the pipe. They just drop the pipe.
See the pipe.
See another pipe.
I don't know why it's one line. Be so wicked.
One line. They do it one line.
Just imagine.
This one is connecting.
I see this one is connecting another one.
This is my line. This is my line. This is your line. This is connected.
There's two people should call plumbers to come and connect this.
Let me go and look for plumber. This is my line.
If water has not got into you, why are you breaking people's pipe?
They have water.
And they have water.
You see the pipe.
These are enemies of government that are doing this thing. These are enemies of government.
When you go and
see it now, this is around to 12 in the morning, and since yesterday or over the weekend, this water has been on.
Yes, the water was on.
Please,
we did not get the water.
Government agents that are responsible should deal in ESCO, and people should stop doing this. One day, I can get and they will suffer it.
This is truly heartbreaking to watch. This is really, really, really heartbreaking. I understand how this goes. I can tell you for free because I was on radio when the last administration at least outlived its tenure under Buduburu. Buduburu also faced the same crazy situation. A situation where you see a governor hoping and trying to do something. I mean, citizens will go on radio, online, on TV, criticize their governments for not doing the needful, for not providing amenities, from not providing specifically water, especially for Enugu State. And when a governor decides to do something about it, and you have people who sabotage the same government, I mean, how do you explain it? That you have a situation where you don't have water in your state, in your locality, and then you have somebody who is trying to do something about it, and all of a sudden, you still have amongst the same community people who are looking to sabotage it, all because of what, partisan politics, or maybe trying to take away business from their brothers or from their sisters. In fact, there have been several allegations about who are involved in these kinds of things. Several allegations, and part of them is actually fingers are pointing towards those who supply water to households, those tanker guys who fetch water and supply water to different homes in Enugu. Actually, there are people who are pointing to that direction, that if the government provides water in our homes, then it will be very difficult for anybody to thrive in the business of supplying water using tankers to different homes. Do you know that there is this statistics that I was following some time back, and they say that, you know, the water business in Enugu alone, the water businesses in Enugu alone is like around $250 million. That is the level of business in terms of water. I mean, if you have a one family, one household paying as much as 20 to 25,000 naira monthly to have water in their homes. This is aside, you know, the rain that falls, maybe the well that has been dug and all of those things. If you have a household, majority of household, of course, in Enugu, you know, buy and purchase water from these tankers. Now you have, imagine that amount of persons who live in Enugu State doing as much as 25,000 per month. Some can do as much as 50,000 or even 75,000 naira, depending on the size of your family or the place you are or the amount of persons who are using it part time. So it can go as high as 75,000, but people buy as much as the average, you could say 25,000 naira per household. And then you see that amount of monies go down the drain for people who earn as low as 75, 80,000 naira as salaries per month. You see that amount, more than 20% of that amount going for water. And then you're not even talking about other food items that can sustain the home. And then you have a government who says, you know what, I'm tackling this head on, doing the pipes, excavating the pipes and replacing old ones. And then you have people who are bent on sabotaging the process, bent on just making sure that it doesn't succeed. What do you call those kinds of people? I mean, should they be living in our community? Should they be within our territory? Should we now create security for these pipes? Does this even make sense? I mean, it's some things that go beyond, just conversations around governance and government. Because this thing you are doing, you're not doing it to the government in power. You're not doing it to Peter Obi. You're doing it to your fellow man. It's humanity you are killing. The same humanity that wants you to succeed, that wants you to live in an environment where it's peaceful. The same humanity that wants you to grow your business in a secured environment. The same humanity wants you to at least have water in your homes. The same humanity you are preaching that things should get better every day. The same humanity you are destroying just because you don't want people to have water in their houses. You want people to always buy water from tankers so that your business will not suffer. So again, if government decides now, steps in and says, you know what, they're banning tankers. They're trying to stop, they're going to stop tankers from providing water to Enugu residents. And they're going to seize all tankers in Enugu state, because there are different people who have said that this sabotage is not even residential sabotage. They're actually sabotage from those who operate tankers, who operate water supply tankers. If the government comes out and says they are banning it, I mean, would anybody raise an eyebrow? I mean, would anybody, fold your arms? This is so sad. It is so sad. I am really pained about that this morning. And look at the amount of water that has been wasted. That amount that should have gone to somebody's home. Somebody that should have solved one water problem or another. Just look at that. Just look at that waste. And you think you're doing Peter Obi. You're not doing Peter Obi. The guy is made for life. He was a billionaire even before he became governor. But that's just the truth. He was a billionaire before turning to become governor. And he would never suffer in his life. Water will be the least of his problem. And then he's trying to do something. He's bringing out this Enugu funds that has been kept for a long time. It was under him we found out that Enugu can do several projects at the same time. Under him, he's inaugurating an Enugu Air. He is doing mass transit. He's doing smart schools. He is doing smart farms. He is doing smart hospitals. Like, he's practically everywhere. He has revamped the Niger gas, this thing. And there's still more to come. He's doing a zip line, a longest zip line in Africa. He's doing the Cross of Hope for tourism. Like, it is under him that we could see that several things can be done with Enugu money, and this is it's happening under our very eyes. And yet there are people who, because they don't want him to succeed, they don't want him, want the profile of the state to rise, they just set out to destroy the infrastructure, the very infrastructure that is built for humanity. Is that really fair? No, really. I mean, it's something to discuss. It's something to talk about. Is that really fair? Are we out to make our state better? Are we out to make our lives better? Or we're looking to just hold on to straws that really feels like nothing? Because as a matter of fact, you're just holding on to nothing. You're trying to just grasp at practically nothing. Did you, when you are destroying that pipe, did you think you are doing Peter Obi? You're doing the people who are in that area, that Ogui side, that would have enjoyed this thing. Those are the people you have stopped from getting this water. You have stopped from, making their life a lot better, at least better than what it was. But look at where we are. Look at where we are. It's so unfortunate. I must say, it's so unfortunate. It's not everything that is politics. If somebody's on seat and they're doing well, yes, it's okay to be opposition, criticize where necessary, do it as much as possible. I mean, nobody would stop anybody from opposing anybody especially if it is constructive. There are several things you could do, and you could say that this government is not doing, and then it will go a long way. People would still listen to you if you really do care. Or the situation where you go and start destroying public property, this is a criminal offense. It's a criminal offense, and if you are caught, you'll be liable to some jail sentence. I just said I should share my thought. I saw this and I was so heartbroken. I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, as always.